the neighbors got some good looking wheat. We are on the last farm of planting corn. So my plans after this is going and looking at some corn that's come up and seeing what kind of stand we got. And plus, I'm going to tell you what's going on with the rogators. But yeah, we're called up to the sprayer now, and after this, some bean burn down and on the beans. Landlord's son's burning some brush pile, but row 6 is not planting. It ought to have seed, yep. Must be in some mud, coulter's clogged up. Let me put y'all down and find out what's wrong. So I turned the drive wheel to drop some seed. We got seed. So we'll give it another pass or two. If it don't get better, we'll run the seed toothbrush, give it an enema. It worked itself out. Must be dirty because it keeps showing low or high population. It's doing now, so we got it working, I reckon. got the truck down at the bottom of the hill, so 2 bags of seed. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Still like maybe 5 acres out here, 5 acres over there, ½ acre down the bottom of the field. We'll see how far we can get. So here comes the fun part, trying to split these 2 bags. And 8 hoppers. I've got them 4 covered up so I don't accidentally put some seed in it, but they're all running average, but or even. But whenever you're trying to fill up like this, you get more seed in one hopper than you do in the other. I'm gonna get them all evened out, and I may show you, see what you think when I get done. And again, I'm using this Verdesian seed and graphite. It's supposed to be some really good stuff. Just kind of sprinkle some in there. It'll all work down that. Look like that right there. All right, let's get the other 4 and bring you back some. We still have moisture, but this is kind of a wet field, and some of the others don't look as, it's a little drier than these that we've planted. We need rain, and starting to cloud up, but I'm not holding my breath. You might be able to see it. This field is rolling, and it's got low spots, it's got terraces, and I wouldn't have been able to plant this field last week. It just stays wet, and hopefully we can get corn up before it comes a big rain, but there will be some spots more than likely drown out in this field, and there really ain't nothing you can do about it. Hopefully we can get ripping this fall. This field needs it bad. So I am done with this big field here. With that last little semi-pass. Well, I guess I need to lower it down. 5 is out. So let's go look at the seed. It's out. Let's look at the rest of them. That's out. Close to it. We might can shuffle enough around. Oh yeah. We'll shuffle enough around out of these, kind of get them even. And there may be a bag or 2 at the shop. I'll holler at Dad. That's almost that. And see what he can bring me. Like I said, this is finishing up. And thunderstorms in about an hour and a half. So, and about a 58% chance of rain tomorrow. Maybe we'll get lucky. We went ahead and put in 2 bags. Like that, that's a boomerang shaped field, and a little ½ to 3/4 acre field. Well, if you see the little sprinkles on the hood, it's starting to sprinkle. I don't like much, but I'll take a rain. I'd like to get this done though. We just put the last bag we have at the shop in here. I don't like much at all, but I don't think it's going to do it. Had one completely run out, and then 2 or 3 more that was about to run out. So one bag stretched across 8 hoppers. I don't know. Well, we got done planting. A little mud sticking to the tires, but I think we're good. So probably all we're gonna get, but we'll look at some corn that has come up tomorrow, and we'll talk about the planter. Excuse me. We'll talk about the planter, what I like and I don't like. It might have been just a wee bit muddy when I finished planting the other day, but that farm stays wet. Don't know if I would have got another chance to plant it, because we've got over 2.5 inches of rain in the last 2 days. So I'm gonna get this thing ready for soybeans. That'll been, if I show it at all, in another video. And we'll go look at some corn when it quits raining. Well, we got corn up, and so far 2.5 inches of rain. Not the most even emergence. This is what I wanted to look at. We got rows crossing over. Not supposed to be. Supposed to be cut-offs. Going over 2 rows in some points. So that's not working too good. But other than that, looks like a pretty good stand. It only looks like it's part of the planter. Going over up 3 rows. Down here it's just 1 or 2. But anyways, I'm disappointed in that. But overall, I'm not disappointed in the stand. So let's go back and talk about the planter, I guess. So this is my final thoughts on this planter planting corn. I'd had the manual out so I'd get these hoppers off, but I like the way it folds and unfolds. I ain't got to draw no tongue up like I did on my case, which it was a 12 row. I like the pneumatic airbags. I didn't think I would like that transmission. I like it so far, but that's how close we got with seed. Still a little in that. The closing wheels work really good if it's dry. You get in the wet, they don't close good. Ideally you shouldn't be planting in the wet, but and these spoke gauge wheels, I love them. Usually I have a rock or something get hung in them, and it gets built up and it's dragging, and it makes a big mess. It's not easy to get it all out. So far I've not clogged one. First time I've ever run coulters. I like them. I've been torn between that and row cleaners, which I can put row cleaners on it. Don't know if I need them or not. Like I said, what corn's up, it's a good stand. The row clutches, that's another thing. they're not working like they should. It looked like it was a row or two that was still planting over. So, oh, and here's my biggest complaint about this is these arms. As you can look at the blades, I've not even really used them, but it was constant through the field, and that's just wearing. So I didn't use them. Probably gonna take them off this winter, just because that's another thing, where they set up. They were more compact, laid down, folded down here on the frame, which it can't on my case. But yeah, that's my final thoughts on it. It's gonna stay another year at least, and I would like to have another one just like it on 20-inch rows to plant beans. So that's my final thoughts on the planter. Thank you for watching. Corn is done in the ground, planted. Shouldn't have any to replant. If I do, it'd probably be so wet I can't get in there to replant. So thank you for watching. God bless you, and we'll probably bring you back with soybeans.